Good morning, Dubai. This is the Lovin Dubai show with me, Casey.
And me, Massa.
And we go through the big trending stories. Of course, we're going to talk about the UAE keeping their World Cup dreams alive after a draw in Abu Dhabi last night.
And Deep Purple is bringing back rock royalty to Dubai.
Mr. Worldwide himself is coming back to Dubai as well.
And hotel prices for F1 weekend skyrocket to 170,000 dirhams a night.
That one is actually already gone. Someone has paid that money for a hotel room to be that person. In today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny with temperatures ranging from 20 to 31 degrees. Before we jump into our top stories, I'd like to talk about a little story that went viral around the world about the biggest ChatGPT faux pas in some time. So, you know when you use ChatGPT?
You have the hyphen.
And no, not the hyphen. The hyphen isn't a faux pas. Hyphen is fine. But at the end of your ChatGPT text, it says, would you like me to make this text more friendly, more motivational, more front page friendly, which is what happened on Dawn newspaper, Pakistan, which is one of the most highly respected newspapers in the country.
Oh, God.
And it says, if you want, I
God.
can also create an even snappier front page style version with punchy one-line stats and a et cetera, et cetera.
Oh my God. I feel bad for the person.
I feel
that
bad for the
wrote
person.
This. Oh my God. That's the thing. Okay, we all use ChatGPT. It's not like, it's very, it's so weird that someone would use ChatGPT to do work. But it's a big newspaper. Okay, you have professional journalists. And my second question is, I know before you release any types of newspaper or anything on social media or anything online, you have to have like an in-check editor, from what I know. They have to go through it before you...
Right, well, that's what we would have at Lovin, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need to have. How did no one notice this mistake?
This is the thing. I don't know.
That's why you always need to have a second eye, because sometimes, even as journalists, even if you don't use ChatGPT, you might have grammar mistakes, some outdated resources. So that's why you need to have like a
sub-editor and then an editor.
Yeah.
So usually with print journalism, print publications, you'll have two levels of eyes going over it. From what I've heard...
How did no one check this? And it was front page.
Well...
How embarrassing. Because it says front page style.
The story has been... Yeah, exactly. The story has been covered internationally. And as well, it's been covered by Lovin Karachi. And they spoke about the apology that the newspaper issued after. It said a newspaper report was originally edited using AI, which is in violation of Dawn's current AI policy. So it violates their policy. The Dawn AI policy is available on our website. The original report carried AI-generated artifact text from the editing process, which had been edited out. This matter is being investigated and the violation of AI policy is regretted. That's from the editor.
I don't know what to say, Yanni. But that's the thing. How did no one notice? Like, there must have been like a flaw in the process, not just the writer, not just the journalist. There must be a flaw in the process where people are releasing stuff without it being checked first.
Paz and Christ is, in this case, the responsibility is on the editor, and she's not wrong.
Yeah,
but
she's not wrong.
Barbie Dubai says everyone does it, but you should never get caught. And this is the thing, like everyone does it. I like my work is much faster, especially 100%. Emails. I struggle to phrase things in a way, and then ChatGPT does it. It'll be amazing. But then you'll always double check, because you know that if you send the thing that looks like ChatGPT,
it's on you.
It's embarrassing.
But it's a typical part of our daily routine now. I feel like it's integrated in us, and we have to embrace it.
For sure.
My issue is that if no one noticed this mistake, it means that those newspapers are getting published without professional checkups. I think this is just a reminder for this, news outlet that someone is missing the procedure of having to check the newspapers before they're being released. So I think they should take it as a warning, check the process. Everyone uses ChatGPT. It's not about using ChatGPT.
Exactly. But
if no one notices this mistake, this means that they're going out without being checked.
Which is a scary thing for a print publication. The nice thing about online is you can delete.
You can delete, yeah.
Joking. I think coming from a publisher's perspective, you do learn from these mistakes and new processes will always be put in to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Let's move on to the big story of this morning. Videos going viral after the big match last night. The UAE World Cup dream is still alive. What a match. UAE versus Iraq ended in a 1-1 draw in the first leg of the World Cup qualifiers, which happened right here in Abu Dhabi. And honestly, it wasn't an easy match, and we're happy to get the draw.
A packed Mohammed bin Zayed Stadium watched Iraq take an early lead in the 10th minute thanks to Ali Al-Hamadi, but the UAE hits back fast. Just 8 minutes later, a brilliant Liuzade header leveled up.
So what does this mean for the UAE World Cup dream? Are we going or are we not? It's all to play for next week in Basra, Iraq, and the UAE's FIFA World Cup 2026 hopes are still very much alive. A couple of goosebump moments. There's a video, I think it's this one here that you're watching to the left of us or the right of us.
Yeah.
And it's the crowd when the UAE scored the equaliser.
Oh, God. I love that. Bro.
So good.
It feels, I wish one day I could attend a match like that, and let alone attend a World Cup match. That's like a dream come true.
Mm-hmm.
So you can feel, it's just really fun. It's not only about like winning a match or something like that. It's the vibes. It's having that hope. It's everyone anticipated. Everyone is super engaged. But we still have some hopes that we will make it to the World Cup. So let's not lose that hope. We'll make it happen.
The thing next week in Basra. Yeah. But what happens with these types of matches is kids go to the matches, they're inspired, and you might say, okay, so what's happening in UAE football? And there's a lot from kind of a ground level. The UAE FA teams, they've got 5 matches this weekend, all streamable on Smashy Sports, by the way. It's a sister channel of ours, so if you want to watch them, you can. 5 games this weekend alone, and will feed the players into the next World Cup. The World Cup teams. And so, if we're supporting from the early teams, right? Like rather than just tuning in for the World Cup, if like the FA, the UAE FA could be just as good as the other leagues international.
Yeah.
You know, we could beat the Premier League one day.
We could beat the Premier League,
but we have to start supporting and paying attention to it, and we can do that by tuning into the games this weekend on Smashy Sports.
Exactly, because this is what we need to do. This is what I've been saying. I feel like we really need to support this region in terms of sports, okay? And we have here local sports, so multiple teams are playing this weekend, so everything is going to be live, everything is going to be there, so in case you can't attend and watch it yourself, you can still watch it live, or you can get updates from Smashy Sports as well from their Instagram. Right.
All the biggies, Falcon versus Al
up to date, everything.
Dubai Irish is playing versus Fursan Hispania. It is non-stop, though.
It is non-stop, yeah.
At the moment, I don't know if your industries are as busy, but it just feels like event, and they're all so much fun. So your job is to figure out which ones you want to go to, and maybe it's going to be this one.
It's really the best part of the year. So Dubai Purple is bringing rock royalty back to Dubai. So rock fans, this is your moment. Deep Purple is officially returning to Dubai, and they're about to crank the volume all the way up. So the legendary British band is hitting Coca-Cola Arena on Thursday, November 20th, 2025 for their only Middle East show of the year, and it's going to be pure rock history in motion.
This is going to be epic. Yes. Expect a powerhouse set list filled with classics like Smoke on the Water, Black Knight, Speed King and Fireball, plus a taste of their newest track. So with over 100 million records sold, Deep Purple remains one of the most influential forces in hard rock and heavy metal, still commanding the stage with the same energy that made them icons from the very beginning.
Fronted by the Ian Gillan, joined by Roger Glover, Ian Pius, Don Airy, and guitar virtuoso Simon Mike Bright. The band will take fans on the journey through 5 decades of sound, riffs, and legacy.
This show, as we said, is happening on Thursday, November 20th. Get your tickets now, Coca-Cola Arena. You can get them on coca-colaarena.com, and they are selling like hotcakes. So if you're ready for a night of rock mastery, this one is the one to be at. Dubai brings it on so many levels, whether you're a rock fan, a football fan. Techno, or what would you call our next artist that we're about to talk about? What is his genre?
He's like a mix of, I think he's rap.
Okay.
I think he's rap.
So you've got rock, Deep Purple, and then you've got...
Rap? Mr. Worldwide!
Mr. Worldwide! Let me get out my Mr. Worldwide costume.
Oh!
I don't have it.
You don't have it, but we're about to have it because he is back this December. Are you getting your head caps and suits ready?
Oh my gosh, it's going to be a vibe.
It will get sold out, really, because Mr. Worldwide himself, Pitbull, is making this his epic return to Dubai. So Lovin Dubai is a proud media partner for this event. The global icon is bringing back his back world tour to Coca-Cola Arena on Saturday, December 14, 2025. And this one's shaping up to one massive celebration. So from Timber to Fireball, Time for Our Lives, Give Me Everything, expect back-to-back chart toppers that define an entire era of club hits.
Okay, like unbelievable tunes. Known for his electric stage presence and infectious energy, Pitbull shows are all about good vibes, crowd sing-alongs, and moments you'll talk about for weeks. The tour marks a new chapter for Pitbull as he continues to dominate global stages, and Dubai is going to be one of the biggest yet. So you've got state-of-the-art lighting, production, and that signature epic Coca-Cola Arena atmosphere. Fans are in for a full-on Mr. Worldwide experience from Miami Heat to Dubai streets.
Tickets are officially live on Coca-Cola Live Nation and Coca-Cola Arena, so make sure you get them because they're selling fast. It's Pitbull. He's coming to Dubai. We've seen it online. We've seen TikToks. We've seen people having head caps. We've seen them in suits.
I know people doing it for this concert.
I am doing it for this concert.
You're doing it for this concert.
100% doing it for this
Do you have your costume? Because it's actually hard to get a ball cap.
You know what? I was just thinking about it. I know, but I keep thinking it's not close, but it's very close.
It's very close.
It's less than it's exactly 1 month away.
You need to get your cap. So around the world, I don't know when this started. Maybe Massa can tell me, but people going to Pitbull shows, they dress as Pitbull. And so I tried to get one for the show this morning, a ball cap, glasses, jacket, tie.
Like the tie, everything. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I really want to know, how did it start? How did everyone collectively decide that they want to dress up as Pitbull? You know, I think Pitbull, maybe he's really enjoying it though. He keeps posting after every concert. He makes like a compilation of all the videos of that night, and he's like, "Thank you guys for dressing up like me." Like he leaves like really nice comments, and sometimes during the concert you can see all the head caps. You know?
I think it's because his songs are an era, right? So it's kind of like a moment to go back to. Like these songs remind me of like early 2000s. And so you're going back, and then it's like a fun thing. By the way, I had to check. So his music is hip hop, Latin hip hop, and reggaeton.
Oh.
Bit of Latin, bit of Caribbean styles, bit of mix.
But really, his songs are the best.
They're so fun.
They're all really nice. I feel like this is going to be this is my new Coldplay. This night,
you have your ticket.
I even bought them before they. You know what?
You've bought your tickets.
Yeah, as soon as they announced that tickets will go live on Friday, I bought them on Thursday. You know when you have those early access tickets? As soon as it hit 12, I bought the tickets.
And if Massa bought tickets, you know.
This is the place to be.
Speaking of big concerts, we're going to jump into F1. This story is about hotel prices, but I just want to shout out the concerts happening for F1. Benson Boone, Post Malone, Metallica, Katy Perry. Epic. And along with the music, there is going to be what is expected to be a close finisher for the F1 season, and with that you're going to get a massive crowd, and so fans are already trying to buy their hotel rooms, already trying to buy. They've already bought them. And hotel rooms on Yas Island in particular have skyrocketed to 100, 150, 170k a night. So if you are looking for a bed on Yas Island for F1 weekend, you can probably stop looking. You might already be too late. According to Gulf News, hotel rates have soared. Occupancy is already at 80%. Looks like more if you're going through booking.com. And availability is extremely limited on one of the biggest weekends of the year in Abu Dhabi.
So listings on booking.com and Agoda show Yas Island hotels starting from around 19,000 dirhams and climbing up to 32,000 dirhams for the weekend, according to reports. Meanwhile, the Ambassador Suite at the Hilton Abu Dhabi Yas Island is listed at jaw-dropping 172,487 dirhams, and a huge leap from its usual high rate of just over 6,000 dirhams.
It's usually 6k. It went up to 170k as reported by Gulf News. Then when I went in to check out that suite, it was actually already sold out. So it's been snapped up. But I guess I was looking at the...
to be that person where you can just put 170k for one night.
But what I thought about was, like, you've got the W, which overlooks the track.
Yeah.
There's such an infrastructure of people that will come in for the weekend. So it's not just the Benson Boones, the Most Malones, the Metallicas and the Katy Perrys who will all need their ambassador suites. We've got all the drivers, and this is the final weekend.
Yeah.
Like, the royalty from around the world flies in for this weekend. You get people like Travis Scott, the Kardashians, like they come in and they'll all need fancy. And then, if their yacht's not available, then so cool. It's such a vibe. Have you ever been?
Really cool. I've never been, but you know what? I feel like this year I want to go, but that's the thing, okay? I know a lot of people are huge F1 fans, okay? And I'm here just going for the after party. Just want to go for the concerts. Yeah.
Well, you could just go for the concerts.
Yeah, but I know this year that you have to attend the F1 before you purchasing the tickets to go to the concert. So this year will be the year where I will experience F1 because I really want to experience Katy Perry.
Though, back in the day, so 11, 12, 13, 14 years ago when I lived in Abu Dhabi, 12 years ago, when I lived in Abu Dhabi, and what you would find is that because the tickets come in tandem, the true F1 fans may not want to go to the 4 nights. So they may have their 4-day ticket because they're big F1 fans, but maybe they're not a Post Malone fan. And we would get free tickets. So you might be sitting on Yas Island, you might be sitting in a bar, you might be near the venue, and people would say, literally handing out their tickets saying, well, we're not going, feel free to take them. And
what?
Happy days.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Those are really hardcore F1 fans.
Well,
I know a lot of people.
But also 4 days in a row, and maybe you don't want to go to every night and every day, and so they pick and choose. And maybe we were lucky, but it seemed like it would happen. I think.
Where are those people again? But I don't think anyone would want to miss Katy Perry, though.
The world seems to be. I can't imagine people giving away those tickets these days. But yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like everyone would want it. And if they do give it away, they'll probably sell it. No one gives anything for free anymore. But I want to sound a bit, more cultured about F1 and F1 people. But I know one person, Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton. Let me tell you then.
Okay, that's the only person I know. And you know why I know? Because that sounds so stupid. I know because everyone's been shipping him with Ray, this artist.
Everyone's been what?
Shipping him with this artist. Her name is Ray. That's how I know him.
Shipping him, relationship. That's the first time I've heard that used in normal context. So they think he's with Ray.
They're just shipping them together. They want them to be in a relationship. They think they're cute, but they're just friends,
They're friends, though.
Yeah, they're friends. This is what people do online, I would never want to be a celebrity because what if they start shipping me with your friend? It just gets awkward.
I feel like if that was the only downside of being a celebrity, I think it would be fun. People can say a lot worse.
Yeah, they do.
They can say a lot worse. Like, you could be with your friend. Let me tell you some F1 culture. Lando Norris is currently leading the drivers' standings. Oscar Piastri, we're not a sports
Maybe
show.
if I see faces, I've seen faces.
I know a lot about Charles Leclerc.
Let me see his.
Because he has a famous relationship that he just got engaged, and she's so fashionable.
Oh, look at us.
Do you know her?
No, wait. What's his name? How do I spell his last name?
Charles Leclerc grew up in Monaco, and he's a young driver.
Oh, I know him because he got engaged.
He
Yes.
got engaged. It's all over Vogue. And
She's so cute.
She's so
Yeah.
her style is amazing.
Yeah, I only knew him because he got engaged. I'm like, oh, cute couple, you know?
Okay, so tune back in for more F1 and deep dives, analysis and insight. We'll get other hosts for that show, do not worry. It is Friday and it's a jam-packed time. The weather is amazing. Go out, enjoy the weekend. Watch the UAE FA Cup on Smashy Sports if you're going to stay in. Thank you, massive, for joining us.
Casey.
And that is the end of the show. We'll see you back here on Monday morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.